Hello again, everyone. Ken from Whittling Woods back again with another little video here. Something special in this video. You can see the two knives here. My good buddy Blackbrt was kind enough to make a couple knives for Whittling Woods, and he asked that I give one away. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to actually do a little whittle and give a knife away. This is one of the knives he made. It's the knife I'm going to be using in the whittle, and this one here is the one we're going to be giving away. So if you're interested in it, leave a comment down below. Tell me that you're interested in the Blackbrt knife, and I'll enter you in the whittle. And in a couple weeks, I'll do a random drawing and give the knife away. So there you go. Thank you, Mark, for your generosity. It's always very much appreciated. You've been a long time, very kind and generous supporter. All the whole Whittling Woods community thanks you. But anyway, here we go with this little one. This is just a simple little plant stake kind of whittle. It's a hillbilly, wizard, whatever you want to make. This is something simple. We use it. My wife uses them to prop up little plants. The wood is, I think it was a piece of an actual plant stake you buy at garden centers and what have you. So I'm not really sure what type of wood it is, but it's okay to carve. I won't put a lot of detail in it, but that's what we're using here. You could use anything you have. And in fact, you see there's a little paint on there. I think I was using it for support for something when I was painting. We'll be removing most of that. Here I'm just defining the boundary for the bottom of his little hat here. This is a real simple whittle. If you're in the beginning of the year here, if you're thinking about, boy, I'd like to get into the whittling hobby, this is a real nice, easy way to start off. And it's a functional little thing. If you have some plants, stick it in there and prop it up. You saw the measurements in the beginning. It was a 1/2 inch square piece, and you can make it any length you want. Just kind of, we're going to put the nose on the end of on the corner of one of the pieces here. So make it even simpler to form the nose. Put a little stop cut in the bottom and cut right up to it. There's not a lot of detail in these type of whittles, so they're really simple to do. You can knock them out in 10-15 minutes, really. That's about it. There you go, little profile view there. As you can see, I'm just kind of slightly angling up the bottom of the nose there where the nostrils will be. Just a little bit. Now we're going to define the boundaries of the nose. There, we'll zoom in a bit for you. So I'm just kind of putting a little stop cut right along the side of the nose there. I'm not even worried about keeping the cut particularly straight, because if it comes out a little wonky, well, that's okay. So as you can see, it certainly came out a bit wonky there. Anyway, we're a little stop cut in the top and then just remove some of the wood on the side. I've done it seems like almost thousands of these type of things over the years, and a lot of videos like this. So I'm sure if you watch my videos before, you know the routine. You see the wood kind of, it's not like basswood. It does tend to chip away kind of easy, but it's still functional and usable. And Mark's knives are kind of heavy duty, so they stand up to a lot of wear and tear. And again, remember, if you're interested, just leave a comment down below, and probably towards the end of this month, January 2026, I'll announce the winner. And we'll ship it on out to you. Thank you again, Mark. Here I'm just defining where the bottom of the beard will be. And again, no measurements, no concerns, just put it wherever you think is appropriate. I kind of angle the beard up a little bit on each side. Again, these whittles couldn't be simpler. I'm sure anyone can handle this, and I know there's a lot of whittlers out there who will be able to knock this off in no time at all. There you go. Now we'll put a little, give him a little bit of a mustache, a little bit of detail in there. So we'll kind of split it right in the middle there. Zoom in again. And you can see just little chip cuts. I enjoy doing these simple little whittles, and then you know, sticking them in a plant and using it for, you know, for to hold up a plant for a while. Eventually, you know, when you're watering the plant, depending on the type of wood you use, it'll unless you seal it, which I typically don't. Maybe a little oil on there, but I typically don't, just so it doesn't contaminate the soil. You know, it eventually will rot a bit, but that's why they're quick and easy. You make another one. When they, my wife had asked me, she said, the plants, the couple of plant stakes you made me, the bottoms have rotted out of them. Could you make me some more? So that's why we're doing it. There you kind of see. I know it's hard with the color of the wood to see the definition there. All I'm doing now is coming in from the corner of the nostril over there and just down again to define the bottom of the cheek and the top of the mustache. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. There you go. I'll give him a little mustache in there. You can see there I left a little wood where underneath the mustache where the mouth will be, and actually when I did the mouth the first time, it came out fine, and then I noticed that the piece of the wood, this is kind of flaky wood, it chipped off, but fortunately I had enough wood there and I was able to redo it. I just put a little indication of a lip, so it kind of looks like he has a bit of a recessed chin area. I had to cut back a little bit further, but again, these are kind of just fun little whittles to do. And you stick it in a plant, and then, you know, people are looking at your plant, they go, "What the heck is that?" it's a fun thing to have in there, a little quirky. And I'm just going to define where the you know, side of his face and his hairline will be coming down, and just again just a straight stop cut right into the wood, and then we'll come back on the other side and just cut up and remove a little bit of the wood there. Just cleaning it up a bit, that's all. And again, don't worry about the type of wood. Whatever type of wood you have, if you want to give it a shot in basswood, go ahead and paint it up. You know, maybe seal the bottom with something, and then it'll last even longer. So there you go. Got a little bit definition for the side of his face here, and we'll do the same exact thing on the other side. So a little stop cut in there. And we just come down and again just remove that little chunk of wood there. So it kind of defines, you know, gives a little bit of a boundary for his face and hair. Then I'm just going to kind of notch off that lower portion of his cheek, just to kind of push it back in just a little bit. Make it look like it's kind of curving down under his mustache. It's just a little, you know, kind of nip off the bottom of that little cheek area, that's all. Just kind of go around and, you know, I'm just tapering the mustache back a little bit further. And we'll put just a bit of detail, a little crook in his hat over here, so I'll kind of cut in over there, and then I'll cut in on the other side, and we'll make it look like it's a little like a little crooked hat. And I'll taper the top down. I'll just give a little indication of bag or bottom of the eye, whatever it is. I just put a little stop cut in and kind of cut up and cut up to it. And I do that on each side. It just adds a bit more detail there. You could probably even leave it out if you wanted to, but it's so simple to do. There you go. It looks like he's got little bags, or maybe his eyes are shut, or whatever. And then we'll just put a little indication of a nostril. So I just kind of come in at an angle, and I cut up and down to it. I just put it right into this side of the nose over there. Again, I know it's difficult to see on this wood, but I have a lot of other videos on doing facial features, so you can kind of watch those if you're really interested. But it's just a little, literally, stop cut in the wood, and you cut up and down to it at an angle. And then I kind of taper it in a little bit. I just, at the end of this cuts towards the crown of the nose over there. Here's where I'm doing the mouth. I had to, like I said, I had to cut it back in a little bit because the first piece chipped off. So I'm just coming right underneath the mustache, and I put a little, again, I've done these many times in videos, just a little triangle, making a little triangle right underneath there. And then I just kind of nip the apex of the triangle off. And I go back in and I remove a little bit of wood on the upper part of that. You'll see in a minute here. I just kind of come right in there and just deepen that a little bit more. Flatten it out and deepen it. It just kind of makes it look like he's his mouth, his lip and his mouth are right in that area. There you go. I'm going to have to bring it back in just a little bit more and taper the mustache down. Looks like he's got a real bushy mustache. And there we go. It's the only thing we're going to do now is kind of taper the bottom a bit, and we'll call this Whittle good. So there you go. That's the little figure in there. Now we'll just form just a bit of a tapered bottom here, so you can easily stick it in the dirt. I won't bore you with that because I'm pretty sure most people can handle that. But there you go. Just kind of tapering it down just a bit. I guess if you wanted to, you could flatten this out and make a little letter opener out of it as well. I've done a few of those in the past. You have to get it one edge kind of really thin and sharp, and then maybe put a little CA glue in there to stiffen it up a bit. Here I'm just adding a little bit of graphite, aka pencil, into the recesses there just to darken them a bit. You don't have to do this. You can use a wood burner if you want. Sometimes if wood like this, it's that doesn't leave a lot of shadow areas because it's kind of all dark. It helps to maybe define it a little bit more. It not overly necessary, but there you go. That's our little Whittle there. Give you a look. I kind of cleaned him off a bit. But that's it. He's all set. So I hope you appreciate that one. It was fun to do. And remember, if you're interested in the Blackbrt knife, leave a comment down below, and I'll enter you in the drawing. I'll announce the winner probably towards the end of the month of January here. And that's pretty much it for this little video here. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you all have a great whittling week. And again, Happy New Year to everyone. Take care.